Yeah, another big topic. All week, our state's top leaders have traded insults and accusations over that sudden spike in health premiums. Open enrollment begins Tuesday. Katharine, what are they going to do? I mean...
Well, the governor has a proposal. He has something, he came out, he said, the governor said, I understand this is a problem. I hear you, people of Minnesota. We need to fix this. And so he is the only one who has come out with a plan in this past week to fix it immediately.
Well, Brian, he's the guy who said the Affordable Care Act is no longer affordable.
Right, and so the governor admitted that this is not working. Of course, the governor is the person that brought this to Minnesota. He signed an executive order on day one of his administration to put Minnesota into Obamacare. So now 67% increases on top of 17% increase the year before, on top of 45% increase the year before that. Democrats own this. It has become the #1 issue on the campaign trail at the state legislative level.
All right. Katharine Tinucci, you have been and you worked with Governor Dayton. Did he make a mistake? He's the star of every Republican candidate's ad that's out there by saying the Affordable Care Act is no longer affordable.
I think being honest with the people of Minnesota is never a mistake. And that is what we saw the governor do. He was honest about the reality of the situation. Now, the benefits of the Affordable Care Act are undeniable. And if Republicans had their way, all they would do is roll back and repeal. They have not once offered a solution to the problems that we're facing.
Now we're coming to the open enrollment, and there's going to be a lot of legislative bickering over this, and there might be a special session. Here is what both leaders said last week about this controversy.
He ought to have a command center set up 24/7 with 1,000 people in it doing everything they can to solve this problem every minute of the day until he's got it solved.
But the Affordable Care Act must be significantly improved. It is essential that next year the U.S. Congress and the Minnesota legislature set aside their talking points and attack ads and work cooperatively together to solve these current problems and restore the promise of the Affordable Care Act.
Okay, what Governor Dayton just said is that Republicans and Democrats have to work together for both this temporary fix and next year in Congress in Washington. The odds of that happening, Brian McClung?
Well, they're pretty slim, right? But here's the thing.
Zero?
On Tuesday, November 1st, open enrollment starts. And what the Democrats have done is brought us a 67% increase in your health insurance premiums and now caps
only
on
those in the individual market.
Which is 250,000 Minnesotans. I mean, this is not a small issue. And so you also have caps on enrollment. So for the first time, they're telling people, call and get in right away. MNsure, the website, the call center had all kinds of problems. Does anybody think that they're ready? Does anybody think that they're prepared this time around?
We're going to see this. And Katharine, do you think this has an effect on the legislative races?
You know, we've heard Republicans in the last cycle in 2014 and in 2012 talk about this nonstop. It did not have the effect that they expected because I think the voters are smart enough to know that blocking and repealing is not the same as fixing a problem. And unless Republicans offer a real solution, it's not going to work this time.
Well,
we'll see if anybody can agree.
I can't wait for this next week.
And there are Republican solutions, but at this stage, right, everybody has a different idea of what those solutions are going to be.
Well, Brian McClung and Katharine Tinucci, thank you so much for coming in.
Really good to have you.
Thanks for having us.
All right, folks, we'll be right back.